It's currently 7-1, 8-1-26, roughly 1756. And what I said, travelers seeing mostly white America, like either physically and or spiritually. The theme song of America is "I Ain't Got Shit." Then I had the epiphany. It's not racism. It's jealousy. So, in the midst of oppression openly in the 1880s to the 90s, blacks were able to establish Black Wall Street, establishing throughout the country. And yet you have yet to have a white Wall Street. So what is the action of the KKK coming and bombing those towns when they had no affiliation, weren't around whites, and then as they tell you, they want to be, it had nothing to do with whites. What would you call? I will call that jealousy, envy. Somebody, the very thing that they tell you, you're like, back to you, I don't gotta go anywhere. I cannot not be bothered with you and be cool and super successful. So what do you call it when you do what they tell you to do and become a god, and then the nigga that told you to leave come and burn you down? So this, I said, so all them cool, chill, they still have this jealousy, envy in their being. Even the cool ones or quiet ones. You can't tell me, because when you see they act cool, but when you get into a racial debate using facts, that's when they come see the dudes don't talk no more how they did back in the 90s and 80s and early thou, well, really, where you talk to people and you start seeing, see what I say, even if I know it's not going to get anywhere, I'm still going to talk to you. I'm still going to reason, because like you see in the meetings, well, you say you got to use the Godfather, but sit down with your enemy, because you see how they maneuver, how their defense, if it makes sense, how they're looking, you understand what it really is. I'll talk to my enemy all day, every day. I ain't gonna be friends with you, and I ain't trying to hang out with you. And mostly, I'm probably gonna win because intelligence and facts filled. So as you see, you're dealing with somebody that's not racist. He's jealous of your being, because as I said, the Masons know who you are. They have all this shit in the Vatican library. They know the true history of the earth. And so I say that's what you call projecting your inner failures or whatever onto somebody else. Like I said earlier, if I know I'm better than you at basketball or football, and you say you're going to trash me, I'm not going to work out harder, I'm still going to train. But then when we play one-on-one or whatever it's going to be, I'm just going to show up. Because what? I'm superior to that person. Somebody who's inferior, like you see the movies where like they're always cheating and rigging, and somehow those who they're cheating against still win the game, or if they do lose, it's like a point loss. That's inferiority complex in behavior. I know I'm better than you, so I ain't got to worry about you. Now, I ain't talking about the race, because plenty of races don't read. I'm talking about me. That's how I was raised by an airborne ranger with no mommy in the house. Don't worry about no other dude. You go out there, and if you then get better. But you never hate on someone else. Don't even worry about someone else. So if he's superior to me, why is he always on my dick and I'm never worried about what he's doing? But like I said, the theme of, I told you, envy. So they feel as though they can see, they have to hinder you. It's like sadly say, it's like dealing with a female. You give her the house, well, a bitch anyway, a house, the car, $3,000 a month, child support, whatever, everything. I go move into a little apartment and be cool with it. And bitches like that, they just want to destroy you. Except he's a male. He'll never stop. Because it's not logical. How are you worried about somebody who you're superior to? Why are you so focused? And on top of that, and I said the theme song of America, how do you have, it's like a John in the Hood, a bitch who broke his shit living off of EBT and got kids, but yet in everybody business on top of that trying to destroy either one, if she got more than one, all of her baby fathers that ain't cool with her or whatever. It's the same, but you find that more so in the female. You don't find that in males. And this dude is worried about destroying you while the majority of white America is poor. I say 40% of America is unemployed. Only 4 out of that, so that means 36% of America unemployed and not looking for employment, meaning they gave up. Now, what percentage of that is white America? Since their majority, it'd be crazy if I'm the majority of that. You had to say the majority is white America. But yet he is hell-bent on worrying about me and what I'm doing and hindering me while his children is, but like I said, the majority. How many weekends have you gone or weeks without smoking some or having drugs or having a bottle in your hand? And it's already been proven that shit makes you crazy. But while that's going on, he's worried about you. While his kids have no future, no food, no clothes, going he's worried about what you're doing. And then you got those who are making money who say, doesn't matter what happened to that white power shit. That's some other video for blacks anyway. A black with money should be a hindrance because you got to get back to your people. Don't matter if you got money individually. You still got to take care of your race. I got it. So what I say is only white inferiority when they're destroying the black man. But when it comes to, but among the race, fucking savages. And even if you got money, you still got remember white power. You still got the majority of your race living in poverty. So you still have, like I said, black people who got money, you got time to be partying. Because your race is in poverty. And not only like him, worse than him, you're under attack by him and the government and the police. But he's talking about, I got money, yeah, but what happened to white power? Only to hinder you. So that, once again, inferiority complex. Not the superior to me in anything. I mean anything. I ain't worried about nothing you're saying, nothing you're doing. Whatever. Opposite. You're always on my niggas. I don't even like in school. Hey, do I know you? But they know who you are. Chill ass, mind your business, dude. Stay out of the way. Not negative, doing anything negative, actually positive. And like I said, stand together, fall together. Go ahead and play the mountaintop video from Dr. King back in the 60s. What did he say? We're going to boycott Wonder Bread. We're going to boycott Coca. But what did he say? And if we either we get through this together or we die together. Now fast forward to 2011 March. The title, basically we said "Stay Together, Fall Together," titled the video. Like I heard the video before, but like I didn't pay it any mind. And then the very things he said about boycotting, that's what I said in my video. Stop buying. You give them what I said. See, reasoning. That's why I said link up with like-minded beings. Now that I didn't say in the video, but I said give them by the year a list of demands. A close deadline, roughly a year, is reasonable. See, that's why I said brainstorming with other like-minded beings. But why did it fall by the wayside or didn't even catch fire? Or even if you don't like I said at the end of the very video, if you don't like what I'm doing or how I'm going, then you do it. See, and they got so much pride, they could have stole my whole blueprint and added to it and said, "Fuck me," because it's for their children. They do it for everything else. So why not for your children? With everything else. They do it with everything else. But now it's about revolution and fighting for the... Number one, they can't go against their race. See? That's why I never had any fucking court fire. But right there, all the you don't like, all right, you don't like me, fuck it. But take it for yourself then. Who I'm going to sue you? Revolutionary court. But the point is, you did nothing. But the bigger point is, as I said in my video, I'm in tune with my ancestors. I may have heard the video, but especially in younger years, I probably played it when I was high. I didn't really put into that focus of boycotting, or especially that little part after that, probably about 5 to 10 minutes after, where he says we do it together or we die together. That's actually the direct topic of the name of the video. Stand together or fall together. And then a similar boycotting of not even just Wonder Bread, no, the government, which would have got, they probably were doing that. I gotta go back and research. That probably was weeks or months at a time. Mine required about a week's worth if everybody just stopped. Now it's kind of harder. Like I said, AI is here. Go ahead and try it. Just roll out the robots and cancel your jobs. That was March 20. It's March 20. The idea of robots, Hydron, AI or authentic intelligence, being to this frequency, only a theory. Either of the mind digital blueprints or base level physical blueprints, meaning like prototypes. Now, it really has no value. Has none. It really has no value. If they decide to, exactly, they got a bots that live 9,000 pounds. You were already or are already on the verge of being replaced. But you could hinder that and dictate it in the law that has to be some type of regulations on that. See what happened when you could have brainstormed? But people like Mr. Andrew Yang, who has knowledge of from what you call it, Silicon Valley, or his friends anyway. You could have got together with people like that have that knowledge. See, I didn't have, but people who are in engineering, which I was striving to become, who had it or had the inside details what they were working on. Yeah, we got to make sure that this is in the bill too, that they can't whatever, to protect your jobs. Nothing was done. But see, it's because of hatred, opportunity wasted. Wisdom of Solomon, from the Apocrypha, chapter 2, I believe it's 24 to 25, or the last two verses. I created you to be immortal because of death, because of envy of the evil, supreme evil, death into the world. I created the earth was, as science already proved, it was an oasis. Because of many wars and all type of treachery, allowing the earth to just be ignored. As I said, all you Christians, every 7th year and 14th and 15th year, release of debt from the earth, or a Sabbath for the earth, meaning resting, no tilling it, letting it repair itself. All that doesn't matter. You're a Christian nation. That's in the Bible. That's laws of Moses. A commandment, we say, for all time. Never, Jesus Christ. Matthew 5:18-19, not one dot of the law shall pass away till all be fulfilled. On top of that, even if he proved the laws were void, I still want to follow. I was still going to keep them as a moral compass. But if you don't sin, or they say for the Christian, how do you count sin? Where it says sin was in the world already before the law came. It wasn't counted until the law was revealed, because it made you see you were ignorant. Now that I know, I want to keep following it, but I know I have a higher power, or of the physical, that looks out for me. But it's still laws of attraction. Doesn't take away all the little, not dumb shit, but some of the stuff I would say has been whitewashed by those who translated it. They say it's not Aramaic or Hebrew, so I can't even fully say this is what it's saying. So, especially when it comes to bond people and other shit. But yeah. But the point is, because of envy, all these missions fell apart. They're going to continue to fall. Like I said earlier, all these coons that's now joining with these dudes, now you're being killed. I did say that. Second Esdras, 13:32-40. They shall leave the war they have to fight against him. So the person that was oppressing you, basically, son of man, you linked up with him. And now you're crying when he was already, like the civil rights, he was already doing that the day of and the day before that you made this agreement. And now that his job is almost complete with the one you sold out against, back to getting to you. Resume. I know it's resume. I'm a weirdo. I don't care. But see, now I'm crying left and right. All these videos, Dr. Rashid Rashad show, and throughout Google or YouTube alone. Killing the shit out of you, ain't he? So if you go back to that time, would you still make that deal? But even bigger question, what was the reason for the deal? See, like I said, 2011. So that was like 15 years ago, 16 years ago. Yeah, 2010, 2011. A lot of the young boys are like weren't even born yet. 20 now, it's 5. That means that's big brother or mom and dad. And as it says, let his blood be upon us and our children. In the video I played my One of God's Creator I Am, why do children suffer? Because of the environment in which the parents are created, which they're going to inherit. See how the children should suffer? Yeah, they shouldn't. But so you're saying the force in which most of America or the world don't believe in is going to come in to stop it magically? Your children suffer because you're creating an environment which they're growing up in, and then when they hit 18, have to inherit and attempt to correct it for those who are righteous. But then you're going to have, well, I say the equation, the majority of wicked parents are going to have wicked babies. So they're going to continue the path as well, destroying the planet even more. So like, what are you talking about? Why my children had to suffer? Because you're creating, let's say they got coddling dumbass parents. Oh, nothing will happen to you. You put the child's life on it. That's all that matters. It's not a bet of money. How can you say your child ain't gonna because you ain't do nothing? That's what my Bible tells me. Revelation 18:4-7 to separate. See? Different crafts of the path. But if you're living in the same economy around the same beings and you're so righteous though, right? Look at, I'm talking shit. Why do you want to raise your righteous child around demonic babies? So that's not even biblical, even though it tells you that. That's logical. Why would I raising my child to be a god, law-abiding, elevated being, want to have them around these lawless, demonic, nasty children? You can put their religion to the side and just go with common sense. No parent of righteousness and intelligence would want to even have a child in that environment. And if they did have a child, they should be creating an environment, meaning buying land. What I say, I, 13 miles in circumference, different crafts with the laws of Moses or something in comparison where, and see, I can't let you leave because you might go back and tell. So you better be committed. I mean, I have to potentially kill you. I don't care what you're saying. You could make all this, see, fairy tale, my other video. Coddling creates mental illness. They're telling their children all these fairy tale bullshit, illogical theories. When a child gets older, they're going to realize some of them, as I was a child, my papa told me some shit. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I'm stupid. I'm a child. I'm not dumb. But as a logical person, I'm building an environment for my children and people like them so they can grow up together. Kind of like Professor X, right? He had the school, or Hogwarts. And where were they all? Hogwarts, they had, I don't know, where the hell was it? You never saw nobody else around them but them. I never saw anybody. I mean, you see other time they go into town or whatever, like a little bit, huh? But they had massive pieces of land. To like, yeah, look how, exactly. So, but look at it though. Why wouldn't it, if I say, forget the Bible, forget religion. As a righteous parent that cares, why would you want to raise your child and not do everything in power to find like-minded parents, different crafts to start buying land and build for them. Why would you not? See, there's that envy and hateful and ignorance and hatred. I don't have children nor a wife. I'm 14 years celibate. Highly unlikely I'm going to have a child or a wife. I don't got to worry about it. So while you're arguing and putting on, see, that's why the children suffered. Because these dumb nigger ass parents and really don't even care about them, because they did care about them, wouldn't even have them in the environments which they had them in. A lot of them use their kids to get free money and housing assistance and whatever, and use that money a lot of times to get dope. So you can't even tell me, I really don't care what you're saying, because proof's in your being. You had your child in a situation where you can't even provide for them, or in a desolate land. So if you're going to have a child in a desolate land, why not build that environment in that very place where different crafts of the path? So how am I going to? Here we go. Here I'm a niggerness. How am I going to provide for? How am I going to do for my different crafts? You know, have people that know how to work from home, investors, and see, you will still have regular society there, where they can. You don't have to on top of, you can work outside. You can work or build partnerships, people outside of America, entity within the entity, as the Torah commands you to do. Christian nation. I don't gotta deal with the American government to make money. I can build relations all around the world and still be here, and hopefully start relocating to better parts of the world where it's more logical. I don't care, but see that's the whole point of establishing. See, the Lord or the Anu or Yahuwah, like your pop, like my pops, you don't question, you follow direction. I'll worry about that other stuff tomorrow. Long as we're not living like bums and thriving, intuition, it will come tomorrow. But the point is, it's about, see, you worry about you, it's about your children. They'll have a better environment and successful financially, probably better, and you're separate from the American economy to a certain degree. Still affected by the dollar, but you can make your own investments in other countries. But the point is, why aren't you already doing that? But see, back to the race thing. Why are you hating on me from doing that? And from me from attempting to do that with other nations? Like-minded beings willing to sacrifice and die. Why hate on that person that fought for your child, or at least spoke up, attempting to fight, when you ain't doing it? On top of that, say around the way shit, how do you let people do it, even if it ain't you, that are destroying your child's future? When he's speaking for my child, I can't even if it's a pump fake, well, show me the pump fake. Yeah, I say I had to make the video, Don Corten, I'm a fake. I've been doing this for likes. I haven't get likes. It's been like 15 years now. But I'm doing it for likes, to get videos, to make money, or get likes to get views, to get money. I'm a fraud. I started this journal in 2010, Facebook. It's now 2026. Still on it. How long am I fake for? It's not getting any reviews or anything for me, except for the higher heights. But what is it doing in the human world? It benefits me not. Exactly. I could have shut the fuck up and whip up my life. But as you see, you step up on my Balance Liberation channel. my Negus, Emperor Haile Selassie, I gotta follow the path. It's my duty. Return to Candor. And as I say, this is why envy, you can't link up with everybody. But what somebody else say, oh, we ain't gonna listen to him now. Who told you ain't listen to me in the first place? Like President Obama, huh? Pump fake while they destroy on the side, showing white inferiority. Liberation, man.